Hello and welcome to our first episode of Sweet Decks Played Badly. This week I'm going to be testing out the Sweet Bant Titan deck with Wargate that Chris and I were talking about last week on the podcast. Chris couldn't make it to this recording, but in the future I think we're going to try to do some of these with both of us. This is kind of a Titan-esque deck of the variety that's been going around lately that doesn't have any amulets in it, but you still got a sweet package of 29 lands, many of them which are different from one another. So we've got a lot of names for our 3 Field of the Deads. Also, at the time of this recording, it is the eve of Oko's banning. This is our last hurrah for the Elk Spawning Menace. It is going to be banned online and in paper, I believe, tomorrow. So this is my last chance to take it out for a spin. Wanted to get this deck recorded before Oko got the boot. I think this deck is probably still sweet without Oko, but probably not quite as good since it does give the deck kind of a backup mid-range plan all in one card, which is probably why the card has been shoved ungraciously from the format. Anyways, we've got a nice pile of lands. I'll go over here. We've got a Blast Zone, take care of pesky permanents we don't like. We've got Castle Garenbreak to ramp out, Cavern of Souls to protect our Titans as we try to resolve them, Field of the Dead to make zombies, obviously. We've got a Kariba Crossroads to gain some life. We've got some Simiff Growth Chambers for a ramp. Got to have our Karoo lands. Quite a few less than your average Titan deck. I think they play somewhere between 6 and 8, I think, and there's just 2 in here, I believe. We've got a mix of fetches, snow basics, regular basics, and shocks all in here. We've got 2 Teleria West to help search up our summoners, packs, or lands that we might want, and we've got a Westville Abbey to help turn some of these zombies into a nice, indestructible, hasty, flying, lifelinking threat. The rest of the deck is we've got packs to find. In most cases, probably Titan, but maybe ramp in some strange corner cases. We've got Grazers to ramp, really solid ramp card. Explore to do the same. Once Upon a Time to find us lands or our Titan, or maybe even a ramp effect in a pinch. Some Steves to do the same thing. And then we've got a Planeswalker package with 2 Teferis, 3 Okos, just powerful mid-range Planeswalker threats. Teferi helps protect us as we're trying to put our Titan out. Also prevents some random permanents from sticking around with his minus. Gets us a card advantage at the same time. Oko needs no introduction. Titan is the workhorse of the deck. It's frequently how we're killing, either with the Titan itself or with a bunch of Field of the Dead triggers, putting a large army on the field doing its best Grave Titan impression. And then we've got these 4 Wargates as the kind of the spice of the deck. Super flexible card in this deck. You can do everything from just pay 3 to go get a land, like your Cavern of Souls if you need to resolve a Titan, your Castle Garenbreak if you need to ramp out a Titan maybe, Field of the Dead, obviously, some life gain and Kariba Crossroads. Also, you can go get a Planeswalker, which is pretty sweet, or a Titan for 9 mana, which is quite a bit, but you know what? When you need it, you need it. So Wargate is pretty freaking sweet. I'm excited to play with this card. Just kind of like lets you have that kind of toolbox feel, kind of somewhere in the realm of like a Court of Calling. There we go. Sort of like a Court of Calling. And we've also got a lot of sweet things we can go get in the sideboard. So Wargate lets us get permanents, and we got a lot of permanents to the board. We got some, we got a Stony Silence, a Rest in Peace, a Tireless Tracker, an Ashiok, and a Night of Autumn, and some artifacts here. We've got Bajuka Bog, Raptor's Cage, Damping Sphere, and Engineered Explosives. You can actually Engineered Explosives. You can fetch it up with a Wargate. It'll be on 0, and you can wipe out tokens and stuff for 2 more mana, which is kind of nifty. Kind of sweet. I'm sure Chris would have a lot more to say about this deck. But I'm going to be on my own tonight, so I'm going to do my best. And without any further ado, let's get into the gameplay. All right, we're here for our first match, and we have won the die roll, which is always a good way to start things off. Our opening hand, let's see here. We've got 1 land, not a great start. Pact. I don't think we can keep this. I think our deck is a little bit too mana hungry to keep this one, so we're going to throw it back. London Mulligan will do some work for us here. This looks a little better. We've got some lands, 2 Planeswalkers, and a Wargate. So we'll keep this. And what do we want to get rid of here? I guess we'll get rid of Teferi. Yeah, so we're gonna want all of our colors, so I guess we can start off with Windswept Heath and get a tapped shock, perhaps. I think that's probably the best way to go. Opponent starts off with Wooded Foothills and a Sacred Foundry. Is this burn, perhaps? Gonna really be putting us to the test right from the get-go, yeah, okay. So I think it's gonna be a tapped shock. Let me look at my options here. Yeah, we really want green, so definitely gonna get a base green. Okay, yep, so let's just get this Temple Garden tapped. Let that Lava Spike resolve, go to our turn. And, yeah. Cast this Explore. We get an extra land drop this turn. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I think we'll just play this Field of the Dead. Pass it back, and next turn we'll be pooping out Noko and hoping that's gonna let us get a little bit of traction in this game. Ooh, a Goblin Guide, okay. Gets us a Snow Forest, nice, nice. Ooh, they're on one land still, so it's a little rough for them. Let's see here. So we can, let's see here. We can play our land for a turn. And that should let us explore. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna explore and then play an Oko here. Just get a basic, and I think it's just gonna be a, we don't have a Snow Forest to get interesting. Why do we not have a, so we already have the Snow Forest, so we have a regular forest we can get then. I think that's prudent. Keep our number of different cards high. Play our Oko, make a food, pass it back. And against a burn opponent who's missed a land drop, I'm feeling pretty good about Oko here. Oko is, in fact, Broko. So let's see, our next turn we could Wargate for a 2-drop, or we could transmute Teleria West for a Pact or another land. We could, once upon a time, we probably want to crack a food. Our Boreal Grazer off of Wargate would actually be pretty good blocker for this Goblin Guide. Opponent is thinking about what they would like to do. They're coming at our life total directly. And we draw another land. That's quite nice. And they're gonna put us down to 8. Alright. Castle Garenbrig, that's an interesting one. So let's see, can they, with 2 mana, kill us next turn? I don't believe they can. Let's see, we've got 5 lands with different names. We need to have 7, so we can do that here. So we can Garenbrig here, and then we can Wargate for 1. Let's see. Yes, that will do nicely, I think. Wargate for 1. Get our Arboreal Grazer. Put in a Teleria West. Get our zombie. Make a food. Eat a food. Pass it back. We're doing it. Our severely underdeveloped on mana opponent is helpless before our impending onslaught of zombies. Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic. Our opponent had a pretty bad draw there. So, okay, cards that I like. We definitely like Knight of Autumn. Let's see. I don't think we want Rest or Stony. I don't think we really want these counters. That doesn't seem very helpful. No. Let's see. I don't think we really want rafts either. So, do we want tracker or explosives? Do we need a blocker is the question. I don't think tireless tracker is quite where we want to be. And EE, they don't really have too many permanents. They have a lot of one-drop guys, but I think it's a little bit slow to be trying to wipe them. So, don't think Teferi is particularly good against burn. I don't want to cut into any of the like engine of the deck. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna make that small little tweak. Would a blocker in Tireless Tracker be better than a? You know, I think another blocker might actually be better than a Teferi, honestly. So we'll do that. Okay, this hand is a little bit slower. But it does make turn 2 Sakura. No, it doesn't make, because we don't have a forest for the Garen Brick. Our mana base is a little clunky here. So I think we're just gonna go Garen Brick Island Sakura. Yeah, okay, so this is a keep, I think. See if our opponent keeps 7. They mulligan to 6. Okay, so they're thinking now. Looks like they started with 6. Okay, they're shocking. Probably putting in, yep, dude. Hit us for 1. Yep. Kind of to be expected. All right, so we're going to play this tapped Garen Brig as planned and pass it right back again. So if our opponent actually has their land drops this time, yep, they're going to do what they need to do a lot more effectively. Ooh, Eidolon. That is good. Okay. Well, still think it's worth shocking in this Steve. Ooh, Goblin Guide. Yeah, they're coming out strong this time. Okay. Yep, they're going to spike us. I think we might be already kind of out of this one. Let's see. What does the Goblin Guide reveal? Oh, a land. Very nice. Okay, we'll throw it in front of the... Then we'll activate. So if we get a forest, we can Garen Brig next turn, and that will give us 4 mana. So we're facing down, probably 6, 7. Probably dead next turn. Let's look at our deck and see what our options are here. Well, I guess we'll get a plains. Or no, we need a forest for our castle to come in untapped. We have a 4-drop. So Wargate at 4 would not shock us from the Eidolon. Could put in a 1-drop, which would be in our Boil Grazer, which could block. Yeah. Right? But then we can't cast it off Garen Brig or Field of the Dead. Difficult decision. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to try to rip. Well, no, because we're gonna... Yeah, it's kind of a catch-22 then. Well, I guess we'll just take the guaranteed white and hope to rip an untapped land. Summoner's Pact. Well, that'll shock us. I don't think we want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming in next turn. We're probably just dead. Could make a blocker. This Steve. I think that's the way to go. Okay. We're very likely dead to, well, anything. What a surprise. Okay, we're dead. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Idle seems to be pretty decent against us, so they do have a decent. I wonder what the engineered explosives is. So one of it just doesn't seem great. We can only Wargate it out on 0. Maybe it is better than Tracker, although we are on the play now. Maybe we can try that. Yeah, okay. I would like to play first, please. This seems solid enough. We'll get a forest. Play Reachy Boy. We'll put a land into play tapped. We'll pass, and we'll make an Oko next turn. Card is very strong against burn when you get to play it early with a blocker. Rift Bolt, okay. Let's see, so we could, is that any good? No, I don't really think so. So we'll just do the thing. Get our island. Make an Oko. Plus it up to 6. Pass it back. Play draw pretty big here. It could double bolt our Oko. But that does give us a lot of breathing room. Looks like they're just going for the face. Smash to smithereens our food. Impressive, okay. Another grazer, okay. Well, can only explore or grazer this turn. Not really much reason to grazer, so let's lead off with an explore, draw a card, and take a look. Lands and land. We'll make a food. And eat it. And pass it back. One, two, three, four, 5. So if we rip a green source, we can Titan next turn. Quite a bit less clock than our opponent because I've been tanking so much. And hey, we win the first match. Hooray. So yeah, our opponent, we had Oko games 1 and 3, right? I think on turn 3 both times. Or maybe it was turn 2. Really fast Oko, really strong against burn. They also were stuck on 1 land, so not a very indicative of the performance the deck would normally have, but still fun to clobber someone with Oko one last time before it gets banned. So let's move on to the next one. All right, we're back for round 2. We lost the roll this time, so it's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see what we get for our opening 7. Okay, so we've got a Once Upon a Time, which is pretty nice. We haven't seen one of those on turn 0 yet. And then we have Grazer with another land. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this hand, I think. So let's keep this one. A little color light for our Wargate, but we can get a second color with Steve, and hopefully maybe our Once Upon a Time will show us another color. Don't think we need to get a creature. We've got 2 ramp creatures and a win con, so I think we're going to get a land with this Once Upon a Time if possible. A Azorius or a Hollowed Fountain would be good. Hey, another red deck. Ooh, oh no. Oh no, what's going on? Oh, turn 1 War Boss. Oh, okay. That's wow, yikes. Okay. Let's Once Upon a Time. We also have free air quotes spells. Let's see here. So we can get a Growth Chamber here. So we can go Forest, Grazer, Growth Chamber next turn. Play land, have 3 mana. Tri-Builder, get a land. Just into play tapped though. do like that though. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so we'll play this. We'll play a Grazer. Yes, please. We will put this into play. Yes, we will return this one. And we will pass. And hopefully not die too terribly quickly to this scary goblin. At least we can jump to. Oh no. Oh no. Opponent. Opponent Y. Chalice on 1. Okay. Well, we don't have any 1-drops left in the hand, so that's not so scary. So we're gonna get hit here for 3 damage, it looks like. Yep. Alright, so so if we temple here, we can Wargate into... No, that's not quite enough, right? Can explore into Sakura Tribe. Kind of like that. Right. Yeah, okay. Just checking to make sure everything is in fact correct since I'm new to playing this deck. Do I want to shock here? Maybe I could wait on shocking. We're gonna name Giant, I guess. Giant, play that, play that, play that, play that. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn, 6. So yeah, we can Titan next turn. And what would our Titan go get? Probably just I guess. Alright, well I guess Blast Zone starts on 1, which is not enough. Alright, so we're gonna take what, 4 here? Block. Oh, we're only taking 3, okay. Sack that. Go get a white source. Gemstone Caverns. That's a doozy of a land. 1, 2, 3, 6. Let's see here. So we're just gonna shock that in. Play our Titan, first one we've cast so far this league. The world is my oyster. Alright, this is where I get into some trouble. Chris, of course, would know exactly what to do, but so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lands now. So if I go next turn, I could, so I get field and another land, and the next turn, okay, yeah. So okay. So let's see, Blast Zone starts with a counter on it, so I don't think I really want a Blast Zone. Okay, so I guess a Crossroads would be good, and so that'd be, that's 6, 7. Yes. Okay. Okay, I think we did it. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, we did it. All right. So EE to wipe up some tokens. Maybe that's a possibility. Night of Autumn is a possibility. Supreme Verdict. So they're probably playing like Rabble Master effects and maybe like Chandra. This feels like a Legacy deck. I haven't really seen this too much in Modern. People play this in like Legacy and Pioneer. Okay, well, Again, I'm not convinced Teferi the most effective card, although their mana was a little janky, but they're not always going to rely on Simian Spirit Guide. I guess Oko turning their guy into a 3/3 instead of something that spits out tokens is okay. Bog doesn't, none of these seem to do much. Okay, so let's sort it into cards like our potential cards versus not potential cards. Okay, so I feel like I'm just taking Teferi out every time. So their goblin makers are hasty, so minusing Teferi seems terrible. I've played blue-white control against a goblin type decks in Pioneer, and what happens is they play the 3 mana guy, and they make a goblin, and then you play your Teferi and you minus, and they still have a goblin in play, and they kill a Teferi with a goblin. Although we do have like grazers hanging around that could maybe prevent that from happening, but I mean, it is good against a deck that's trying to like Simian Spirit Guide out a 3-drop to bounce it. Like they might not be able to replay it, but I don't know if that's consistent enough. So I do, however, like the idea of having Knight to kill like a Chalice that they managed to like Chalice on 2 seems much more concerning than, although Chalice on 1 just hits Grazer, so yeah, Chalice on 2 seems the most concerning, really. I do like having EE as a way to kind of clean up some tokens for 2 mana, keep us from getting too far behind. I think the verdicts and all that are just maybe a little too expensive, although maybe that's wrong. Maybe double white is a little hard. I don't know what they're doing if we verdict them though. Like they don't have too many threats. Maybe it's actually just better to be doing that kind of stuff than playing Oko, although it makes our curve a little higher. We are on the draw too. And the question is like, can we get ahead on mana and stabilize and then like play a Wrath? Oko is really good there too. We cut a Wargate. Play 2 Oko. Maybe we just can't afford to be playing Wargate. Oh shit. Submit. Did we make it? Oh, I hope we made it. Oh, the pitfalls of playing a deck you're not familiar with. I hope we got to actually sideboard. Our deck's not terrible. Wow, this hand is interesting. Is this keepable? I feel like the 2nd and 3rd Grazer are kind of superfluous. Huh. They do block really well. Chalice on 1 just destroys this hand, though. They are on the play. They are mulliganing. I think we can also afford to mulligan. I don't think 3 Ricci Boys is quite what we're in for here. This hand looks more reasonable. I'm going to keep this one. They are also keeping. Okay. So let's see here. What do we want to do? We want all of our lands for sure. We want to turn 1 play. That's our free play. Would we rather? I guess we're going to pitch this Explorer. Yeah, okay. Hopefully that's not crazy. Let's see. Do your worst opponent come at us. Mountain. Oh, is that all? Okay. Wow. Well, I'm going to cast this Once Upon a Time. Another Grazer. Is that a card we're actually in the market for? I don't think so. I think we just want land. So we're going to go land drop another land. So 1, 2, 3. I think we just want to land here. And I think it wants to be a breeding pool. So we'd have to shock with the flooded. Yeah, so we're just going to shock in our Grazer. Yep. And we're going to put in, let's see here. So next turn, we're probably going to get a, look at my mana over here on this screen. What can this flooded strand get? We already have our breeding pool. Temple Garden. It's probably going to be a tapped Temple Garden. I don't really want, I guess we did bring in, supposedly we brought in the board wipes, although I don't know if they actually made it in, so I guess we'll play the plains. Pass it back. What if they're trying to set up for a Chalice on 2 here with some like quick mana? That would be a little awkward for us here. Chalice on 1. Okay, yeah, well, just too slow against us. This is going to be earmarked for a foresty type thing. So we're going to play this, play this, play this, and pass. This will put us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn. Oh, there's the Rebel Master. Okay. Yep. Yep. Block here. Sack. Get a snow forest. And then we'll tap this and go get our temple garden. Okay. And, oh, Castle Garenbrig. Okay, well, that'll do. I would like to cast a Primeval Titan, please. Yes. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7 here. You know what? I think I just kind of want to get 2 Field of the Deads. Is that crazy? Is that too greedy? Yeah, they've scooped. They've decided they can't beat whatever I'm doing. Okay, cool. Well, wow, these have been fast. 15 minutes each round. So feels like I'm playing some sort of like I don't know, like Legacy combo deck is the only thing I'm really used to that goes this fast. Maybe this is why Chris gets so much practicing on his free time. I wonder if Amulet's like this too. All right, well, we're gonna move on to the next one in just a minute. All right, we're here for round 3. Man, lost the roll again. Man, I'm getting a little cocky, man, after winning the first 2 like that. Although the first one wasn't very fair, so maybe I shouldn't get too ahead of myself. This one, This hand does not look very impressive. It's got Noko and a free spell, but I think I'm gonna ship it back. They are keeping 7, however. Ooh, this hand's bad. Okay, well, maybe we're gonna start mulliganing more. Okay, we're keeping 5. So what are our 5 gonna be here? Grazer seems good. Once Upon a Time seems good. Steve, I sort of just gonna keep rampant lands. So 3 and 2 lands, probably. Yeah. Maybe we don't even want. No, I can't imagine getting rid of Once Upon a Time is right. Okay, so we're gonna keep this one. We're gonna put 2 back. So let's see here. Get Temple Garden into Garenbrig. So I'm gonna get rid of this Cavern and I'm gonna get rid of this Wargate. Say done, and our opponent's gonna do their worst. What do you got? Spire Bluff. Okay, so thing with Seer Visions. Okay, some sort of a combo deck perhaps, or us. Phoenix is basically dead at this point. Not too many decks playing Spire Buff these days. Okay, cool. We got a Snow Forest. So let's kick things off with our free spell. Let's not forget. And what do we see? We see a Titan. We do need a Titan to win the game, or so I understand. So this is going to put us to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So I think just working towards the Titan is probably the way to go here. Yes. Yeah, I think the Titan's the way to go. Okay, so we're going to play our Forest, play our Reachy Boy. And yes, we would like to play land. Scarenbug tapped unless you have a forest, so we're just going to play this. I would not like to pay 2 life, and we're going to spit it back over to them. Oh, it is Storm. Okay, well, it's going to be a race. All right, so if we hide the fact that we have a Castle Garenbrig, we can go land, Steve, pass, pray. Oh, how we shall pray. I understand now why we have 3 Damping Spheres in the sideboard. They have a lot of mana. That's a bad sign. It's a very bad sign. Okay. Maybe they're trying not to kill us. Nope. Oh, they're trying to kill us. Okay, cool. Gifts ungiven. Okay, so 3 cards in hand. They're going to have 2 mana available plus Electromancer. They're going to give it a little rummage through the deck. They're going to serve up 4 cards. 2 go in the yard, 2 go back to hand. All right, so the cards we click go into the graveyard. So what don't we want them to have? Well, we don't really want them to have card draw. More mana. They've already got mana. So I guess we're just going to ban the Grape Shot and the Metamorphose. They're probably going to have a Past in Flames and kill us, would be my guess. Yep, there's the ritual. There's the other ritual. Show me Past in Flames. Yep, and we'll scoop. Can't beat it. Cool. Okay. So, do we want to bring in our Mystical Disputes here? That is a good question. Well, let's think about it. So, I know we definitely want some Damping Spheres, and we probably want a Grafdigger's Cage, in all honesty. Past in Flame is one of the more common ways that this deck kills, although they can use Aria of Flame, which is quite good. But so let's see. So we've got up to 6 cards to bring in here. So what cards do we not like so much? It's a Fairy Time Raveler. Doesn't really do a whole lot against them. Neither does Oko. So let's get all that mess out of here. That's 5 cards. And we've got 6 potentially to bring in. We'll start breaking rid of mana cost. I think, definitely want Wargate to search up our hate rocks. Is Dispute worth it against Storm? So Dispute is usually snagging a cantrip. Maybe you can get a Gifts if you're lucky. You can also get I guess you can get their creatures though. It's a blue spell, not a non-creature blue spell. So yeah, it's probably worth it as a way of interacting. There's also a consideration of playing Engineered Explosives to have an answer to Goblin tokens, which is how they can kind of try to do a bit more aggressive combo, a short combo, empty the Warrens. I'm not sure if that's... I don't want to cut too much of the core of what we're doing here. So let's see. I don't know how kosher it is to be cutting ramp. I do know that whenever Chris talks about these decks, he always says Explore is the weakest, and it also seems to be... I don't have the least of it. They also have 3 Steves. I think it's okay to go a little slower because we are going to be having to hold up interaction here and there. And I do think the Wargates are worth it. Although it has to be 5, so this is 5 drops cumulatively. We'll try it like this, whatever. Okay, would I like to play first? Well, yes, I would. Okay. Mystical Dispute ain't bad. So let's see. So it's our... I think this is a keep. Yeah, this is definitely a keep. Okay. Keep. What about them? They are thinking. They're pondering. They're sculpting a game plan, a devious plan to destroy us. It will not prevail because we have this busted ass card, which will fill whatever we're missing out of this hand, which I think is white mana for this Wargate to go get a Damping Sphere. Put a damper on their machinations. Okay, so they did keep 7. So what a rip with this. Once upon a time, what do we see? We see a Simic Growth Chamber, which is pretty good ramp. So I guess we'll take that. And then we're going to go for our Ricci Boy. Ricci Boy MVP. I guess I'll bounce that. And let's kick it back over to them. See what they can do. So let's see. Next turn, we can open the gate for 0, which isn't very desirable. Actually, we can't because we don't have white, like I was saying. So we're just probably going to hold up this Mystical Dispute and play probably a tapped land, probably a Teleria West. A little awkward. I don't think we can afford to transmute this Teleria West, though, so probably better just to play the tap land. Although we have up to 4 mana of untapped mana now, maybe it's better just to hold on to this T-West. Well, no, because 1, 2, 3, 4... Actually, yeah, because we can Wargate. That'll be our 5th land that makes white. And we can Wargate for 2. Yeah, maybe it's better just to hold on to this Teleria West, actually. We don't really have anything double blue going on. Seer Visions is fine. We really want to just snag a creature next turn. Okay, oh, we got our white mana. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. So we're holding up this Dispute. I think we're just going to play this Plains and pass. And we can counter even a red spell if we need to. So that's quite nice. They're probably going to just jam a creature here. They're thinking, what could he have? And they think to themselves, well, the Amulet Titan deck probably doesn't have that ability. Oh, no, they're going to just cantrip a little bit more. Okay. So they're on 1 mana. Spell Pierce is a consideration. So can we play around it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, we can't even Wargate for 2 yet anyways, so we're going to play our tap land. Nope. I guess we could have technically T-Wested here, but then we would have been out and unable to hold up this mystical dispute that's probably going to keep us alive, so... Okay, now they can hold a Pierce. Okay, so that's fine, because we actually can pay for that. Probably a Pierce is what they held up, would be my guess. Yeah, okay. Yep, mana empties the pool. Okay, so they have a Pierce, which is a little awkward. Pretty sure that's what's in their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, going up to 5. So, what can we can transmute here and have 2 mana up. Is there anything free that really... Our deck. No, okay. I think we just try to jam the Wargate here. Yeah, okay. So blue, white, green, and 2. Let's open the gate, which is probably going to be immediately spell pierced, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but I don't think we want to just do nothing. I don't think they'll respect open mana twice. They probably know we don't have too much counter magic. Yep, there's that spell pierce that I thought they had. Okay, so we're just going to try to jam a Titan next turn and hope it gets there. What do you got, opponent? Oh, yep, you got a second Baral. That's pretty good. Trying to think what we could fetch up with our Primeval Titan that will aid us against combo. And I'm honestly not seeing a whole lot here. Gain a little bit of life with Creeper. Probably just better to push the zombie angle and try to kill him. Is this a gifts? Yep. Okay. Okay, well, mana, card draw, Past in Flames. Well, I guess we'll bend the Past in Flames. They have 1 mana up. Their stuff is cheaper. 2 mana. Ah, man. Well, this is just unfortunate all around. So we have to give them... I think this is just deterministic, right? They just make a bunch of mana, do the thing. I don't think there's like a way around it. This costs 4 from hand, so it's... they spend 1, go to 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I think we just hope they can't kill us right this moment, and hope to rip some interaction on our turn, since they'll be tapped out. We have to get Wargate, Grafdigger's Cage, or Damping Sphere off the top here. Oh, they had, yeah, so we gave them that. Okay, yep, they're just sitting up. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Come on. Another Titan. That's not what we needed at all. So we're almost certainly dead next turn, I think, with them having Past in Flames is just a guarantee. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5, 6. So let's see. Can we... This only gets something that costs 0. Pact. Let's see, we could do 1, 2, 3. Pact. Flyer Pact. Pact only gets green creature. Yeah, that doesn't do it. We don't have anything. Do we? Yeah, so, Yep, we're not pacting for anything. Sevis T-West doesn't do anything that way. Just making sure I'm not missing something here. I guess, okay, so I guess it could be that maybe they want to try to kill us with goblins. Do we have an answer to that? No, because we didn't bring in an engineered explosives, I don't believe. No, we left that in the board. Blast Zone does not do it. Well, that's just a bummer. Okay, well, let's make them have it. So we're gonna name Giant. Get in there. Yep, we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 mana. We just gained some life here. Yep. Yep. So let's see, we've got all different lands. Westville Abbey is sacrifice 5 creatures. Lifelink. Indestructible Haste. I wonder if that's worth. Probably not. We need to get a Field of the Dead if we're going to go down that route. And that one's doing any good. That's too slow. So I think we're just going to get foil, Field of the Dead, and a Grieva Crossroads. Yes, yes, yes. I will make some zombos, gain some life, and bend over and kiss my ass goodbye. Do your worst, opponent. Yep, there's the Passive Flames. They still have gifts in the yard, so should be pretty elementary at this point to kill us. Storm is at 4. 5. We are very dead if they find Grape Shot, which I don't know why they would sideboard it out, so we should just be very, 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 very dead. Show me what you got, opponent. Show me the Grape Shot, and I will scoop. And we'll move on to round 4. Deck is sweet, just a little slow if we, I don't think we really had a better way to try to jam that Wargate. Maybe we could have waited. Yep, that's the Grape Shot. I'll concede. All right, so let's see if we can do better in the next one. All right, we're back. Round 4. We're going to get it done. We got robbed by Storm in round 3, but we're going to rally back. And we're on the play, which is a great start. Let's see what we got here. We have some Grazers, a Pact, some lands. So let's see, how can we sequence this out? We can go Grazer, land, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, that seems solid. We Wargate into another land. Yeah. Okay. I like it. We got a plan. Let's see if we can make it happen. Right, shock that one in. Do that. Play that. Yes, I would like to play land, please. That one. No. Go. Maybe I should turn off audio. Once upon a time. Yep. All right. Noble Hierarch. Ooh. What could this be? Oh, is this the deck that Aaron Barrich won their event with? Maybe this is the Yawgmoth deck. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. We've got let's see here. So we can go 1, 2, 3. We can Wargate for. What can we Wargate for? I think we just want to like land. Is that good? Doesn't actually help us get Titan next turn, right? Let's see. So if we play that, reach in that, or let's see, it's 2, 1, 2, 4. Still would need another land. Whereas we're getting in. It's the same, right? think it's just the same. We'll get to hang on to the Wargate the other way. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter then. Because we're not going to fetch any other creatures, right? Yeah. We don't want to work a... Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Just making sure I don't miss something. Sorry for playing a little slow, but I'd hate to have people being like, "Oh, you missed the Titan turn earlier." That would be a tragedy. Don't want that to happen. Okay, so Wall of Roots. Okay, maybe this is not. I don't think that deck played Wall of Roots. Maybe I'm misremembering. Okay. Okay. Maybe it does. Strangleroot Geist definitely seems like something that would be in that deck. Yep. Land? No, not a land. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we just want to Wargate for. I think we just Wargate for a land here. Give them another turn to do their thing, unfortunately. What land do we get is the real question. So I guess we get a fetch, so that way next turn, if we find a land naturally, we can make more zombies. I think that's the play. Because they're probably not playing, they're not playing counter spells, so which fetch is the best fetch? Doesn't matter. Guess we already have 2 blue for if we ever want a T-West for something. We've got green. So I don't think it really matters very much. Could also play a Growth Chamber. Is that any good? I don't think so. Okay. Just gonna get that then. I guess this would let us explore this turn, actually. Does that have any value? Drawing a card, maybe ramping out another land. I think I'd rather have more zombies against this deck than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I think I would rather just have more zombies. I think that's how I would plot that one out. I'm trying to remember what's in this deck. It's just a bunch of fair creatures and then Yawgmoth, which comes down now if they have black, I guess. Well, actually, I think they could have done it last turn. They definitely seem light on black if it's that deck. Okay, so this is going to be the Yawgmoth, probably. I don't know if there's a combo. I actually didn't get a chance to watch coverage, so pardon me if I'm like just already dead and not even realizing it. So sack it, put a counter on a creature, draw a card. I mean, seems really good. Is that so? Is it just I have to pay life to do that? So they just get to draw a bunch of cards now, right? Put a counter on one creature. So okay, yes, they sack that, put a counter, so then they sack the Wall of Roots, right? Guess it's a little slower. Just like more of a powerful value engine, unless I'm missing something. Yeah. Okay, okay. My -1/2 Ricci Boy. They probably have discard, right? Is this a Court of Calling? Okay, so for 1. Okay, can't do anything about that. Young Wolf, yep. Oh, is Young Wolf the combo piece? Because it just stacks. Yeah. I almost wanted to do a video with this deck tonight, but I I knew I needed to like watch some coverage to figure out how it worked first. So this just lets them draw a bunch of cards. Doesn't actually yield until end step. Then I'll crack my, actually I won't crack my fetch. So I can just yield through the turn actually. Okay. I guess they could court. No, they can't court anything. They're just drawing a bunch of cards here. I'm trying to think if there's something they could like cheat out. Oh, they were fishing for a land. Okay, that's worrisome. What do they have on one? Adding another piece here could go a long ways. Nothing. Attacking. Deal. Goodbye, Richie boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little one. Okay. So the goal is to not just die. They might just be able to kill us next turn. I'm not sure. They drew a bunch of cards, which is not promising for us. It's a fairy. Okay. That doesn't seem like it would do a whole lot here, honestly. Okay, so we didn't find the land, which is unfortunate. 1, 2. So I guess we have to give up on our dreams of extra zombies, which is unfortunate. Right, yeah. Ravel Titan. Okay. Titan time. Mighty Morphin Titan Rangers. Okay, so we have 5 unique lands. This requires 7 unique. Oh, so I guess we get to do the thing anyways. Okay, so yeah, we get the Field of the Dead. Wonder if we just want a blast zone actually. I don't want to cheat and look up what they have going on. That seems unfair. So the blast zone owner of 1. The next turn we could kill their young. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think we just want to fetch land. So let's see. We already have our snow forest. Plains, snow plains. So we can't draw above. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just get the Windswept Heath as the other one. 2 triggers, always yield. Yep, pass. All right, do your worst opponent. Probably, I imagine this deck doing so well means it's got some sort of an infinite combo. That would be my guess. I struggle to believe that it just wins on the back of grinding value alone. Well, Blood Artist is pretty good. So you can just juggle those back and forth as long as you have, like, that's an infinite combo, I believe, right? So, because you pay a life, you sack the wolf, you put a counter on that, you put a counter on that. I think that works, right? As long as they stack it correctly, I believe that's a combo. You put a counter on that. So they gained a life. Paid a life again, so they broke even. I have chat turned off. Maybe they're explaining that there's a loop. So let's work through this. So they're gonna go to 11, sack that, put a counter on that. What are they doing? Paying some mana, courting out something else. Court is pretty good in this deck, I feel like. For 3. Ooh. Oh, there's the, okay. So now they have that. Yep. Ooh, they are very slow at this though. Lose 3. Yep, yep. Sack a creature, put a counter on the young wolf. Yep, it undies. Whew, this is quite slow though. Trigger that. I guess I'll just make him kill me. I could use the practice probably anyways. Yeah, doing these loops on Moto is tricky to do in a reasonable time frame. Alright, if they get me again, I'll just scoop. I wanted to make sure I understood how it all worked. So yeah, they've got the messenger, the blood artist, and I guess the cord just kind of expedites putting it all out. It's kind of convoluted, but I guess it does work. I wonder if there's a more compact way of doing it, or if this is just how it goes off. Yep, and that's lethal. We'll scoop to that. They've demonstrated the ability to kill us. Okay, so very large use of the graveyard in this deck. I don't think Damping Sphere is quite good enough. Yeah, that sounds good because of the cord. Okay. So no. Again, I don't think Oko very good in this situation. All the sweeper type stuff seems quite bad since all their creatures have Undying. Maybe we're just supposed to cut on Okos. Still play 1. Just have a beatdown option. Let's see, make sure we're not turning anything off of our own. Its opponents can't search. Yes, okay. Yeah, Shaq seems quite good against their cord effects and Eldritch Evolutions. That doesn't really help. Yeah, I think I wonder if Damping Sphere actually has value on the combo turn, but it's really slow, so gonna probably skip out on that. Okay, we'll go first. What did we get? So we got some lands, a little bit of ramp. I think this is fine. Let me keep this. They're mulliganing. 2/6. And it's a 5. This deck seems like it has a lot of moving pieces. I wonder how well it can perform on 5. And they kept 5. Okay. Oop, that is not the right card. Oof. Once upon a time. Yeah, Grazer seems great, right? Graze that, put that out. Yeah. Graze me, daddy. Play that. And play that. Which land do we want to put out? Guess just that one. Guess we'll actually hold up. Well, no, we can't pact, so let's just pass. I was thinking, oh, I hold up pact so I can get something, but that doesn't do anything. Because we would just die. So let's see what they're once upon a timing for. Yawgmoth, okay. Makes sense to me. And the bop. And yeah, so it's 4, they can't cheat on it. Okay. Another Once Upon a Time. Well, so I think we're gonna explore here. Nope, did a grain source. Nope. So here's a question. Do we want to play Bojuka Bog now so that we can Ashiok next turn for sure? I think so. Also turns off Eldritch Evolution type shenanigans. Or no, Ashiok would, but let's see here. What can they do? On 3. Thoughtseize. Oof. Brutal. Goodbye, Ashiok, I would imagine. Maybe not. Could be packed. His hand is a little mediocre with our best card removed. They're going to be on Yawgmoth +2 cards here. They're probably going to play some sort of ramp effect with the floating mana, I would assume. Since they bothered to, yeah. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Well, what's Once Upon a Time? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 next turn. I guess we just get. Is there a reason to get the castle? Trying to think if there's a reason to get the castle. I don't think so. I guess there's more chance of drawing another one than there is a breeding pool. 1, 2, let's see, it's 4, 5, 6. Didn't play land yet, did I? No, okay. This time we do have to hold a pact so we can at least respond to a Inquisition with a pact, although I don't know if that'll come up. 1, 2, 3. They get to smack us for 2 here. And they just have Yawgmoth. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can play it next turn. Yeah, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can get fetch lands, Field of the Dead. Is there a reason to get Blast Zone? Could be. He has a lot of 2-drops right now. Would deprive us of a zombie, though. It's so slow. Blast zone is so slow. Probably better just, well, His stuff blocks zombies pretty well, I feel like. But I feel like just making a big mess of zombies is probably the way to go. So that's what we'll do. Yep, that's Yawgmoth. Yawg Daddy. So he can still draw another land this turn. I'll refill his hand at the cost of some life. The proliferate ability is interesting. So they could put counters in a bunch of my zombies and then proliferate. Okay. I would like to not lose the game, please, so I will. Wargate. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, so we get a. Oh, well, that's quite good. I guess we'll just do that. Green, blue, white. 1. Done. I would like to get a Grafdigger's Cage, please. Zombie time. Okay, opponent. Show me what you got. I wonder if it was worth it for them to draw some cards. Well, the Wargate, they wouldn't have known. So the cage is in play by the time the Wargate resolves. So they had a couple free blocks. 1 unfree block. Yep, okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what they can do here. To have an answer for this cage. I don't think they can do a whole lot without getting rid of the cage. Once upon a time, going looking. See what they can find. Birds of Paradise, not a very good hit. Let's see. Going digging. Wonder what they could have as an answer. I guess like a trophy effect maybe or something. Yeah. Okay. We're getting that out. Seemed quite good. I guess Oko does turn Yawgmoth into an elk, which does have value. I do like my hate cards though. I do like Wargate to go find Cage, so I'm not really keen on giving that up. So I can't Wargate out a creature with Cage in play, but I'm not really interested in that. Verdict is pretty insane when you have a Cage, but I think probably fine if we have Cage. Alright, let's see if we can do that again on the draw. This hand is questionable, I feel like. So we go land, second land. Really relies on drawing land. Could we do better? Trying to think what an average 6-card hand looks like. I think we keep this. They're a little slow to get set up, and I don't really want to go down cards when they're a Thoughtseize deck. Turn 1 Young Wolf. Okay. So I guess I have to hold on to that or shock now in case they have in case I want to get white off of it. Shock that. Play that. I think I'm just doing T West here. So I can use a Wargate on 3. Wargate on 4 that way. Not sure if that's right, but we'll try it. I know you're supposed to hold on to these as much as you can, try to actually turn them into a real card. But we are kind of light on land this game, so. Okay, they're light on land as well. Let's kick it off with an Explore. That's unfortunate. Can't double explore. All of our lands ETB tapped. Could we pact for a graze? Is pacting for a grazer worth it? I don't think so. Yeah, okay, we already did that. Okay. All right, they're setting up for 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get a Yawgmoth this turn. I do really appreciate how good Grazer is at just soaking up early damage against these type of decks. No attack of Harbor, interesting. Block there. Take our 1 damage. Take another damage. Get a green-white land. All right. We could actually. So let's see. If we can T West for Garen Brigg and explore this turn. Is that worth it? Right. I guess we can lead off with Forest, right? Yeah. Cavern of Souls. Okay, that's whatever. It's probably what we want to do though, Cavern Brick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, probably. Okay. Get a second pact too. Maybe that's better. Guarantee we have Titan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play field next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We maximize our zombie power. So if we Garenberg, we get more zombies next turn. They could take us off Titan. I think it's better just to get packed. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I guess that works too. Never mind. I miscounted how many land drops I had. It's fine. It's not as ideal, I guess, but. There he is. 2 attacks first. Yeah, that works. Wow, just passed back. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doot, doot, doot. Titan. Titan. One, 2, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, so field plus. I wonder if Westvale Abbey is actually worth. No. I think just a land's fine. All right, let's see if they can kill me. Certainly possible. Wonder if I don't think Westvale Abbey changes any of that math. I guess they might put themselves in range of getting slapped by it this turn while trying to dig. I don't play against these creature combo decks very often, and I've never played against this one before, so a little tricky to find the optimal line sometimes. That's worrisome. What could they be? Evolutioning 5-drop? Uh-oh. Okay. Is that... I think without Bullet Artist, that doesn't do it. Does Cord get any creature? I think Cord gets any creature, so... I think that actually does do it. I think Yawgmoth, 2 Undying Guys, and a Geralf's Messenger is good enough. This is an interesting one. Yeah, this is a cool deck. I saw there was a sweet new deck, and I was thinking about playing it myself. Yeah, it looks like we're dead here. Interesting. So it seems a little complicated on its face, but I guess they have so much search that really, as long as they find the Yawgmoth, they're good. Well, GG opponent. I guess they were 1 turn faster than us here. It's their turn 5, and they were on the play, I believe. So, okay, well, we'll be back for the next one, round 5. See if we can go 3-2 with the sweet Wargate pile. I'm gonna just scoop to our opponent now. Actually, they're about to kill me anyways. So, I'll see you in the next round. All right, 5th and final round against Tectonic Edge. I like the name. We're on the play, which is great. Let's see what we got. We've got, Once Upon a Time, Wargate to ramp and a payoff. Not sure how I feel about that one. So let's see here. So we can go turn 1 once, hopefully find a Grazer or a Steve, and then set up for turn 2 Wargate into Garenbrig. Okay, I think this is keepable. Hopefully Tectonic Edge is not playing the card Tectonic Edge in their deck. They're mulling to 6, which is good news for us. They're thinking, and they kept 6. Let's kick it off with Once Upon a Time and see what we got. There's a scorching builder, so we'll take that. And I think we're gonna get white off of this. White, blue. We'll do that now. It's a Tron deck. Okay. Mono green Tron in our last round. Okay, let's see if we can beat the Tron Menace. And white to blue. Nope. Play out Mr. Stevie. And opponent's going to have turn 3 Tron with their super sweet fancy lands. Okay, we'll just get a forest, I guess. I'm going to expose our Castle Garenberg, which is a bit of a bummer. I guess we could T West for it. I thought I got a second blue source. I must have misplanned that. So Thought-Knot Seer is a thing that could happen. So we could Breeding Pool T West for that. Anything we'd rather Wargate for later on? Oko, perhaps? Probably not, though. So let's see here. We could Wargate for Ricci Boy. It doesn't seem very good. I guess we'll hold on to this Wargate then. Go get our Castle Garenberg. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll have 5, 6, 7. We'll get field plus fetch, I guess. Play our Titan, and then the turn after that should be able to Wargate in something a little bit bigger. See what our opponent's got on 7, probably Karn. Yep. And they are going to minus on a land, probably. Yep. Makes sense to me. Okay. So our Castle Garenberg does nothing now. I guess we could Wargate out a Ricci Boy. Doesn't seem very good. Done. Got a reader. This is not a card that's seen play for a while. And we'll put a Grazer into play. And the Grazer will trigger. And we'll put a Field of the Dead into play since we want to protect this Castle Garenbrig. And then we'll pass. See what our opponent has in store for us with their oodles and oodles of mana. Got a spare card to pitch to Karn if need be. Terry has been kind of underwhelming, to be honest. Maybe I'm not using it well, but I don't know. I'm used to using it in control decks. What are they? They ate my Hollowed Fountain. Sounds good. They have a second Karn here. That's a little bit annoying. Uh-oh. Okay. It's fine. What do you got, opponent? They're digging. Okay. Digging. Oh no, it's another Karn. What's going on here? A Worm Coil. That's better. Ish. Better-ish. We'll reach you, boy. Okay. So green. Make a bunch green. Do the thing. Yep. Yes, I would like to use the ability. So they've got, let's see, we got 5 different lands. I think we're just gonna go. We want to Simic Roach. So let's see, we're gonna definitely get a field. Actually, because they ate our field, right? Yeah, they ate our field. Okay. So field, and then I don't think we want to do the T West thing. I think we just want to fetch. I think that is the way. Yes, that is the way. And hopefully our Titan doesn't just immediately get thwacked. This Oblivion Stone, perhaps? Would be problematic. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, what are they gonna get? Sanctum of Ugin. Yep, that plots. Double up on your threats. They already played a land this turn, though. Do you think it's a bit ironic that Tectonic Edge is playing Tron? It's a Ballista for 4, maybe? Yep. Okay. What do you want to do? Get in there, Grazer. Take one for the team. So, let's see here. I think we're just gonna attack in. Get a Field of the Dead. And think I just want to make lots of zombies. I think that's kind of where I'm at in life. Living that zombie life, right? Yeah. Yep. Give me your zombies. Yep. Yep, we're blocking. Hope you like blocking too. Maximize your zombie power. I think I'll just hold on to this for now, I guess. Okay. I'm sure there was some sort of tricky thing I could have done to get more milked out of that, but I am not a clever enough man. I do know I would very much like to not get hit by Oblivion Stone. I wonder if bouncing Wormcoil was really the best play when they have Sanctum in hand. Or Sanctum 7 or more. It's either 6 or 7. Must be 7 if they're playing it like this. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can pump twice, make it a 6/6. So they could trade their Ballista for Titan here. They can mow down quite a prodigious amount of zombies every turn. Yup. And it looks like they're gonna shoot down the Titan. Okay. Maybe it was worth playing a Grazer to... I don't think they'll attack here with this Wormcoil, though. But you never know. Looks like... Nope. Oh, well, okay. Powerful. We'll do that. That's Nelk. You're dead. Opponent is very dead. Stages of denial right now. Right now they are in stages of grief, I should say. First one is, I believe, denial. They're in denial that this could happen to them. Yep, very dead. Very, very dead. Okay, so cards we can play against the Tron. I do like Stony. I do like Ashiok. Don't know if I'm in for Mystical Dispute as a 3-mana mana leak, though. Damping Sphere seems superb. Don't think I'm in for Night of Autumn, though. So, take those, cut these to fairies, which I wasn't super impressed with, although bouncing Wormcoil was okay. Oko is just not actually that good usually against Tron, I feel like. It was very good there, but I don't think that's where we normally would like to be. The Wormcoil is a problematic card. But I think we can just drown him in zombies. I don't think we want to cut Wargate since it gets all of our sweet sideboard cards. Ashiok's static is pretty decent against these type of decks. I don't think we really want to swap any lands out. I think I actually brought in Bajuka Bog a while back and didn't take out a land, which is probably wrong. Or I just Yeah, this is fine, I guess. I don't think we're supposed to like cut lands. Maybe we want Tireless Tracker. Maybe it is like lands with a cut. I don't know. Kariba Crossroads seems not hot. Maybe it's okay to cut one land. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's see what they can do on the draw or on the play. Wow, 2 Once Upon a Times. Is that keepable though? Gucci Boy, put in tap that. Next turn Wargate for a land. I think I can fuck with this. Ooh, wow, they're mulliganing deeply. Down to 5. Okay, cool. So Tron with the new mulligan rules and Once Upon a Time can do some really powerful stuff even on deep mulls like this. But definitely not where they want to be. So let's see what we draw. Field of the Dead. Okay. Let's cast this for free. Wow, more Field of the Deads. I don't think that's quite where we want to be. Look at this Tireless Tracker. Give us a threat. I'll put in this Teleria West. We'll ship it back. So the real question now is, depending on how they play this turn, do we want to deploy a Tireless Tracker or do we want to Wargate? They've got 2 pieces of Tron, which is worrisome, but they haven't played any kind of search effect. So can we effectively cast this Primeval Titan next turn? So we can Wargate into Garenbrig, but we'd be short green. We'd have to rip a green land to Garenbrig. I don't really like putting myself in that position. I think I just want to Trekker. Maybe that's just too slow. Maybe that was not the line we wanted to take. Obviously tightening next turn is the best thing we could do. Could also cast this Once Upon a Dime. Go digging. I think I'm gonna Wargate because the upside is high. Could also wonder if it's, what the hell is this? Oh, we're getting countered? Okay, well that's fine, I guess. Warping Whale. Sure, that's fine. Not ideal, but so do they have Tron and a threat here? Because that would be pretty gross. That would be peak Tron, but is definitely possible. The deck is very dense on doing the things it wants to do. Sylvan Scrying, perhaps, off this forest? That would put some quite a bit of pressure for this next turn. Nope. So I'm assuming they must have some kind of threat in hand. Oh, no, they've got a play. Okay, yeah, they've got the Scrying. I was going to say, I would assume they have a threat or two if they're not ramping, and they kept that hand. Sanctum of Ugin. Interesting. What does that mean? Sanctum of Ugin means that they either have Tron already or they're going to try to Sanctum and then Thought-Out-Us the next turn. That seems not great either. So still off that second green source to make this Garenbrig. do anything? Still gonna do it though. I just don't think playing field there is that high EV. Oh, look. An Oblivion Stone. They have it all, and the Oblivion Stone. Very impressive. They even have the mana to do it. It is a destroy effect, okay. Well, let's get attacking. Opponent doesn't seem to be interested in doing it first, which makes sense. We'll get in for our 4. Unfortunately, they don't crack it, which is a bummer because I would love to play this Damping Sphere. Let's play the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we'll play this. I guess we can wait on that. Once Upon a Time. Could also Abbey and then do it and then try to get into another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do this. Give them a little bit more of an incentive to... Nope, I'm not going to crack this Oblivion Stone. Okay. There's the Sanctum. Do they have the threat? This would be a pretty robust Tron hand off 5 if they have a threat too. So... they're going to crack 2, 3, 4. So do I want to Once Upon a Time? I'm not sure what it would really find us at this point, so I'm just gonna eat a clue. Make my guy a little juicier. Draw another Damping Sphere. Okay, so we can get a little frisky here. Pretend we're bad. I'm gonna play a Damping Sphere pre-combat and then attack. And I don't think they're going to be able to resist that. Play my land too. Are you going to crack, opponent? Wow. Alright, very restrained. So... do I want to... I'm just going to make... oops. I'll pass then, forgetting about my own effect. So end of turn, they'll probably do it now. Yep. Okay. So can progress onwards of our life now. They have 2 cards in hand. That's a big threat. They're going to get something else off this Sanctum, which is a bummer. It's probably going to be an Ulamog. Yep. So they're not going to be able to cast the Ulamog because we're going to have, well, they can minus the on the Damping Sphere. So they're going to eat our Field of the Dead. That's fine. They could eat our damping sphere and then Ulamog us next turn, but then actually that's probably good enough. Let's see here. We are going to Once Upon a Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another Titan might be worth it, just to keep the threats going. So next turn, we're gonna play our lands. I guess another Titan is the pickup. Okay. So if we Garenberg here, let's see. So play that. That doesn't work. Have 1 mana left over after tightening. Oh, I guess I could do that, right? I think that works. Yeah, okay, I think that works. I guess it's the same, really. We have a forest. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's see here. So, what do we want to fetch? Could just get something with regular old forest. We can pad our blue a little bit. Or our white. We pad our blue a little bit. Yes. Green. Green. Make even more green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Use that ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Field and field. Always yield. Make a bunch of Zombonis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, he's gonna eat that. Something else probably. Probably these two, our Westfall Abbey and our Titan would be my guess. Okay, I'm left with the sense that maybe I made a mistake here as far as, I keep feeling like I could have sequenced things a little bit better with this deck. It's tricky. Yep, there goes the Titan. Here comes Mr. Ulamog. All big and bad. Ready to make us quite sad. He's gonna get our fields. We have none left now, which is disappointing. Okay, so how can we do this? So we got into Teleria West. Does that do anything? I don't think so. So if we go like green, green, there. Destructible. We could go there, there, there. Get that, get that. Right. Creature spells or abilities of creatures. Now let me play that. Let's say we're short there. Don't actually have as much mana as I'd like to play with here. So let's see, we attack here, he takes 6. I think we just play a Titan, really. And then just shove damage. So... do that. Get that, get that. Is that right? I don't think it is. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking too much about all this. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Do that, do that, do that. Do that. 6 mana. Do all that noise. Yep. Do that. Use the ability. Are there any lands we need here? Don't really think so. I guess I could have Blast Zone. Just gonna exile 20 cards when he attacks, so we're dead to that either way. So I guess I'll just get some tapped shocks. Could also island for what? Yeah, okay. So actually they come in tapped, so I think it's just tapped shocks. Okay. Nope. Nope. Attack with the zombies. Put them to 4. Pass it back. A little bit rocky, but we're doing it. What do you got, opponent? Stirrings, which gets them what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Walking Ballista. Okay. So they can block Titan, block there. I think that's still lethal. I think they realize that that's not a winning play. What could they have? They're attacking. Yep, there goes our deck. No blocking here. Ballista on 1. I thought they had more mana than that. Oh, they cast other spells. That's right. All right. Well, there you have it. All right, so that was the first episode of Sweet Decks Played Badly. We got in a little bit more Oko action before the ban takes effect tomorrow. It's actually 12:11 a.m. now. I'm not sure when it's going to cut over. I'm glad we didn't get kicked from the league or anything like that. We went 3-2. We lost to the sweet new green-black Yawgmoth Undying deck and blue-red Classic Storm. So the Storm deck did not feel like a good matchup. We were really leaning on, hitting our sideboard cards off Wargate, which is, not the best against a deck that can board in a little bit of counter magic like Storm can. But the Yawgmoth deck felt winnable. Again, we were, kind of trying to lean on Wargate into like Grafdigger's Cage, but they were much slower to set up and they had a much clunkier combo going on. So that one felt like we could have gotten there, just, a little bit too slow. But deck is sweet. Oko didn't seem super core outside of against, the burn matchup. Obviously, it was very, very key considering, especially game one, they had a really slow start. But I don't think this deck is like unplayable post Oko. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm not sure what you would replace the Okos with, but I'm sure there's some other stuff. There's that 3-mana card they play in Pioneer. I think it's Elvish Reclaimer. It's kind of another Grazer type effect, but it flips cards off the top of your deck, so you get to dig a little bit deeper. Seems interesting. The mana is a little awkward. Getting Wargate out on 3 can be hard in a deck that is playing colorless lands. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands that don't cast a Wargate. For 0, although I guess the tap lands don't help either, like Teleria West. So kind of hard to get a Wargate on 3 consistently unless you have a ramper on 1, like an Arboreal Grazer. But deck is cool. Might play it again soon with Chris post Oko ban. See if we can make some tweaks and take it out for a spin again together. I'm sure a lot of shenanigans will ensue, and I'm sure his lines will be a lot cleaner than mine. But fortunately for the first episode, it's Sweet Decks Played Badly, and I don't think I played it that great. But it was super fun. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for the next one. We're going to be doing these alternating every other week with the podcast, so stay tuned for the podcast next week, and another one of these the week after that.